Welcome back to the Daily Show on a Wednesday morning. 10:33 is the time, and for the first time ever, Evangelical sending some students on over to the state tournament for track. This is really cool.
Yeah.
And this was your first year as the coach?
Yeah. So I can't take much credit because this is my first year ever coaching track.
Oh, really?
So, first year out to school, first year coaching track. So I got to give a shout out to their coach of the past, Emily Dobson. She's really helped prepare these guys. She's over at Jerseyville now. So, but it's just so cool to kind of stumble into a situation where these kids are pretty much as a coach, I just got to sign them up for the events. They're dedicated. They're doing the stuff on their own to make sure that they get to that level. So it's been a blessing, man.
Really cool. Well, and let's just start this off. Oliver, Eliza, what events are we going to be competing in and winning state at?
100-meter hurdles and long jump.
I will be doing the shot put.
Really cool. I told you I couldn't do hurdles to save my life. Now that would be an event just to watch, you know. And now you guys are you guys started a couple of years ago, correct? Mm-hmm. What's it been like just competing in track and field and doing this at Evangelical?
It started, I was really nervous to do like a lot, and I would just be there and I'd be really nervous. But after so long, it's gotten better, but it's still there.
Really cool.
My first year for sixth grade, I felt really, really nervous. I felt so unathletic. I felt like I should do better in the off season and try harder next year.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think it paid off.
yeah, for sure.
Well, and now you were telling me at first because of the situation with trying to find a location to practice and all this, it was kind of tough to start the season off.
Yeah. So shout out to Coach Sasser and Mrs. Macias for really helping us. So at the beginning of the year, we didn't have a track to practice at because Evangelical, obviously, it's a small private school,
right?
So we don't have a track. So we started doing gym workouts. We started doing like what we could in the grass and stuff like that, and then we probably called every school within a 20-mile radius. And so and they just with their seasons, and rightfully so, they're like, hey, we just can't have anybody extra be on our tracks right now. And we couldn't, so the only way that I could get these guys to practice without me would be like, hey, you guys have to go to either West or you guys have to go to these tracks by yourself. And so that's not, obviously, as a coach, right, you want to be there to help train your kids and see how they're doing and stuff like that. And so we were very lucky to get Principia College to work with us. And so they only gave us an hour slot every Monday. But we really took advantage of that when we got there, and it's an indoor track, so it's smaller, so it's a little bit, I'd say, more conditioning for the kids, just because they have to do more laps, and indoor track's a little bit harder when you're running the event you're running on an outdoor track. But yeah, that was super, super helpful. And then my goal, obviously, not being a track coach, was at the beginning of the year, I just sent an email out to all the middle school parents and said, hey, I'm not a track coach. Like, I'm not. I'm a football coach, but my goal would be to just make them better athletes. I don't think anybody being an athlete would care to be faster. You know what I mean?
Right.
To be faster, stronger, be able to move more. And so that's just kind of the vision that we went with. And I said, hey, I'm just going to make your kids better athletes. Now they're going to compete in track. How they do there, that'll teach them the competition aspect of it. But the aspect of like just being a better athlete, that really was something that a lot of kids and a lot of parents liked. So we had our track meets. Sometimes we'd show up with 5 kids. Sometimes we'd show up with 15. But we always the goal was, hey, let's be a better athlete and let's compete against ourselves more than anything.
Well, and that's really the biggest thing, because right now, especially with where we're at, in our age groups at middle school, like, you have a lot more opportunities to try new things and try different sports before you kind of commit in high school and all of that. So why not just become better athletes and really to see the success of that? It's really cool.
Yeah.
What do your guys' practices look like? Just because I've never been in track and field, and I don't really know how this works.
You guys want me to get that one? All right. So a lot of research on my part, just not like, obviously, her doing hurdles and long jump, and him doing shot put and long jump a little bit during the season. I had to adapt. I had to adapt. So I kind of grouped everybody into like, hey, you're sprinters. sprinters go with Eliza because I know she knows what she's doing. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
And she's going to be able to lead those guys. And then I spent a lot of times with the throwers and kind of the distance runners because I'm like, hey, like these are something. I did distance when I was in middle school. So I kind of was like, know how to pace, stuff like that. And then shot put, I'm a football coach, so we want our guys to throw stuff really far if possible. So I just kind of the power, the working on the power, working on the stuff. And then for Oliver, I feel bad for him because it's like I didn't teach him any technique. One day we went out of recess and he threw a shot put really far. He threw it farther than me, and I'm like, hey, if you're not doing track, you're going to do track. So we've really been working on him just to get his technique better. And literally he won sectionals with not the greatest technique, but even yesterday, one of my football players in Collinsville came up and worked with him. He's a really good shot putter at Collinsville, just to kind of teach him little tips and tricks just to put it easier on his body. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it was really relying on them and my assistant coaches to be like, hey, I know we don't know a lot, but let's utilize the time that we have to try to get the best results that we can for our kids.
Well, and honestly, it seems like just the environment was really a good one to be a part of. And was that kind of the experience for you too with how practices went? It seems like it was really a team effort all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like one person putting in effort and then everyone else being lazy. Like everyone put in, like contributed. So it wasn't like, oh, I have to go to practice. Like it was like a fun thing that you had to go to.
No, did you think a couple of years ago that you'd be leading practices and all that?
I was the one who was like not knowing what I was doing, and it was just like, okay, what am I supposed to do?
Well, and Oliver, I got to know how you got into the shot put competition over here. Like, what led to it? Was there some trash talk going on in the classroom? Or?
Last year, I mean, I had a friend named Grady. He really helped me and made me lead more towards it. Like, I thought, well, I really like this, and I thought I would be really good at it. And then next year, I was like, I got better. So now I've been trying to get a practice with him because, I mean, he's the start of it because our other coach, besides Rulo, she didn't really teach us any throwing technique. It was only him.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So he helped me out a lot.
That's really cool. You guys got a moment to stick around for a quick break?
Heck yeah.
10:40, we'll come back with more Daily Show right after this. You stay there. I'll stay here on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.
Cardin Circus is coming to town. It's fun for the whole family. Don't miss out. Get ready for breathtaking aerial stunts and a heart-pounding thrill ride that will have you on the edge of your seat. 2 nights only. See the magic in Jerseyville on May 27th and Highland on May 29th. Bring the whole family and experience the wonder of Cardin Circus. Get your tickets now at glowcircus.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to Our Daily Show, 1043. And, well, I don't think I could be in track at Evangelical. That is a lot of track meets.
Yeah.
We were just talking. You guys had 22 scheduled?
I think it was 22 scheduled. I have to recount. Some of them got canceled because of the rain, so I think that's why it was so heavy scheduled, just because it's...
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's so unpredictable, you know, but we ended up running about 18 of them. And so, and the unique thing about Evangelical is like we're still a private school, but we're now state certified, so we can run against the public schools, but we also stick to some of those private school meets, and so they both look differently. So these guys would say they love the IESA meets more just because it's more spaced out, and Oliver doesn't have to throw against 8th graders being in 7th grade. But I have 5th and 6th graders too that are middle school track, and so those private school meets, they just have a 5th and 6th grade division. So I try to schedule to where, like, if we had an IESA meet and a private school meet back to back, I'd be like, hey, these guys, like 7th and 8th grade, you guys have the day off on that day. You guys are going to run at the IESA meets, because when we're going to sectionals, that's who they're competing against.
Well, and it's a really good opportunity to think about this, because at Evangelical, you know, you could go one or two ways 9 times out of 10, Marquette or Alton High. So you got to get used to both types of events, too.
Yeah. And so the bad thing is, like, in the private school meets, which I think they've been in for pretty much the entire since track has been a thing, is I think they have like their own private little sectional, but you never can really go to state. And
Makes
so
sense.
somebody like Eliza, who had state qualifying times last year, she missed out on that opportunity because we weren't state certified yet, you know?
Right.
And so it kind of, I'm really happy we pushed to get state certified and ended up getting there. And yes, I think it is a little bit more like testing for the coaches, but who doesn't want to know stuff about concussion, CPR, stuff like that?
Well,
like, that's information. It's good stuff you need to know. But it really benefits them, because now, like, they're not just competing against small school teams, you know? Like, yeah, we're 1A, but we're still got to go up and compete against teams from Chicago, teams from Peoria, teams from all those suburbs up there. So it's like these guys, and it's not like we just barely made it. Like, I think Eliza's ranked in the top 4 in hurdles. And
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Oliver's ranked in the top 7 in shot put. So it's
you guys are bringing home some medals this weekend, is what I'm hearing. Well, it's really cool, though, because it gives Evangelical even more of an advantage, because, you know, when you know that state certification and knowing that you're competing against the same schools and you get that great education, that great environment, I mean, that's really a big benefit.
Yeah, and Alton High's like our pipeline school for the most part. Like, there's a couple kids that go to Marquette.
Is it really?
But I think the majority, at least this year, 8th grade, the majority of kids are going to Alton High.
Really interesting.
So if we're not preparing them for that, I mean, that's the big, like, they're in the big school conferences. They're playing Collinsville, Edwardsville, all the Bellevilles and stuff like that. So if we're not letting them compete against bigger schools, then we're kind of hurting our kids in the aspect of they're not prepared for athletics and that.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, I got to ask you guys this. Do you have any, like, special, like pre-run or pre-event ceremonies? You know, like, do you have, like, the ritual where you have to, like, tie your left shoe first or your right shoe first or anything like that?
No, only for volleyball.
Only for
Not track. I just pray and hope I do good.
That's really cool.
I mean, I'll listen to music sometimes.
Do you have a certain playlist?
No, not really.
He's a notorious B.I.G. guy.
Really? Wow, good for you. I'm actually proud of you, man. That's good. I want you to win even more now. You know, take me through your experience, though, at track. You know, what's it been like for you two, seriously, the last couple of years to be a part of the team and watch it grow?
I feel like it's been a long way. It's also been pretty hard. I think the hardest part is the technique. The technique is so hard to learn.
I'm sure, yeah.
Like yesterday we had Rulo's, one of his football players, and he's really good at shot put. He was showing me this technique, and it was pretty hard because I've never done it before, and we obviously don't really have a throwing coach. Mm-hmm. But whenever he came in, I feel like I learned a lot, and I think I have way more to improve on.
Right. When it seems like you're only going to keep improving on it, too.
Yes.
I think, like in general, track and field is hard, but I think the hardest thing about it is like whenever you compete against people, it's more of just like compete against yourself and like you against you, because there's someone always going to be better than you, because obviously you want to get first or whatever, but you shouldn't get down on yourself if you like did better than you did before, because you're still improving.
Really cool. And now, has there been a favorite meet of the year so far?
Probably sectionals.
Sectionals?
Yeah.
I don't really like sectionals. I don't like the track. I like Roxana the most.
There you go.
Yeah, Roxana, it's just more, it's not as green as sectionals.
We were in Carrollton for sectional, so there's a lot of cornfields and
a lot of green. A lot of Americana out there.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, so you're heading up tomorrow.
Yes,
Thursday,
tomorrow night, yeah.
Well, and now, how long are you guys going to be up there for?
So they will compete on Friday during the day. It's a little bit more spread out than normal just because it's every 1A and 2A school in Illinois. And so they'll compete, but they get to do cool things like like in the Olympics when they do the parade ceremony. They'll get to be a part of that with like the teams in Illinois.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then stuff like this, obviously, just kind of like I like it because it shows these guys like, hey, what you're doing is a big deal, and there's only one or two kids from every single school in the state that get this opportunity.
What are you expecting to take away from this? Because I mean, this is your first state track meet too.
Yeah. I mean, I've won playoff games in football, but I've never been to like state. You know what I mean? For anything that I've done personally as an athlete, or championship games like in college or even a little bit semi-pro. But this is like just so cool because the vision that I casted to these guys about, hey, just go out there and worry about, you're going to compete against the guy next to you, but like Eliza said, competing against your best self.
Yeah.
Like, there's always room to improvement, and watching like Eliza battle an ankle injury for the last month and still win sectionals by a pretty hefty amount. Seeing her work through that because she's like, hey, I just want to keep competing against me.
That's cool.
So it's just the stuff like that. Like you can't make that stuff up, and it's like it motivates me to just be a better human. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And that's why I just love sports in general. But with these guys, I know they're both in that mindset. Like, hey, they obviously want to win, but they also are like, hey, I just want to go out there and compete against my best self, do the best that I ever can. So that's what I'm really excited about.
That's really cool. Well, seriously, best of luck, and I just can't wait till you bring home first place. Before my curious mind wanders, I got to ask you, Steven.
Oh man.
I'm putting 2 and 2 together finally. Yeah. It's been a long morning. I'm like, oh God, Steven, I got to talk to you still. So sorry about not getting back to you. Let's just get this out of the way on the air, break the fourth wall here. But how's the podcast going?
It's going good. We've taken some time, just a little bit of time off, just with scheduling. I got twin toddlers at home, so that's another thing. And then I coach a lot of sports, and I do stuff with my church as well. So it's been we've taken some time off, but man, I love this type of environment. You know what I mean? Like it's where I'm comfortable at, and it started with just somebody saying, dude, you're really good at talking to people. And I'm like, you know what? Like my teacher said the same thing growing up. So I have a little podcast that I do outside of my house, and then I like to travel with it, and then I just know a lot of interesting people.
That's
cool.
And
so I think,
what do you guys talk about?
anything. I call myself the Value City Joe Rogan. So yeah, nothing's off the table. I mean, I try. I helped out with like the local election in Collinsville with like their politics and stuff like that. But I've realized I am not a political. It's a hard thing to go.
Local elections are brutal,
and so that kind of was like an eye-opening experience. But no, I've talked to D1 coaches for football.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then coaches around, teachers, just normal people, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just fun to learn people's perspective on things.
Yeah, where can I find it?
Spotify, and we're on YouTube as well. My Curious Mind podcast.
I love it. Hey, and guys, seriously, before I let you go, what's your thoughts? Just final takeaway on this as you're heading into state. What's your kind of thought heading into tomorrow and leaving to go win some gold?
I'm really grateful I get the opportunity to even go, and even if I don't win, I'm so glad that I got to. But I hope I get at least third or higher. But yeah, as long as I PR or I get a medal, I'll be fine.
Really cool.
I'm really excited for it. I'm glad that we are the first kids in our school to ever like go to state, and I think it will be a great memory.
For sure. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for stopping by,
thank you for having us.
Best of luck this weekend.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
We'll take a quick break, and I'll come back and wrap up this Wednesday morning with you right after this quick one on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.